Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rabbi Robert Barr, and I'm pleased that you're joining me and one another for this streaming Shabbat service. We are living in stressful and unpredictable times. We are living at a challenging moment in history, and it can be taxing on each of us. But this night, this is a time for us to pause, to catch our breath, to think about where we've been, to think about where we're going. So put away the pencil and the paper, put away the notebook and the key, set aside the shovel and hammer, rest. For this interval, no buying, no selling, no working, no laboring, no straining, not living in the past, not planning for the future. This is a time for celebration, for joy, for mirth. We are here alive to rejoice in another Sabbath, another opportunity to be together, grateful for our family and our friends. With no distractions, we touch and are touched, the great gift of the Sabbath. Again, I am Rabbi Robert Barr of Congregation Beth Adam. That's our bricks and mortar congregation in Loveland, Ohio, part of Greater Cincinnati, and our Jewish community, our online initiative, which we began about 15 years ago. Being online has allowed us to remain connected to members across the country, literally across the world, who've joined us over the years, and people who found us as well, who discovered Beth Adam, and maybe they read about us, they did a Google search, or maybe they just tripped on us when they were doing a search for streaming services. And it also allowed us during the pandemic to stay connected. And we've continued being online. We find value in it, knowing that we can connect and be part of something larger than ourselves, a community. But this technology is a tool. It isn't the core and essence of what we are about here at Congregation Beth Adam. At Beth Adam, we're about bold, dynamic Judaism, a Judaism that isn't a pale reflection of what our ancestors did. It is a reflection and an expression, if you will, of who we are, of what we believe and of what we value. We have been informed by science and history. We have learned things and know things that our ancestors never had access to. And rather than simply repeating their words, parroting their ideas, we have created something new, bold, and dynamic. Rather than be concerned about what our ancestors thought, we are concerned about what are we leaving our descendants. We here give expression to a Judaism that recognizes our responsibility to create bold, dynamic Judaism. A strong Judaism that recognizes our responsibility that if the problems of the world are to be fixed, they will be repaired by us, people working together. And you're part of that experience tonight by joining with me. Because we're online, a couple things can happen. You can chat with one another. I'm sure some folks are doing that right now. Let us know where you're participating from if you're on one of our Facebook pages. We also, because we're online, can time shift. You don't have to watch this service at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we stream it. You can watch it whenever it is convenient. And it also means that I can also pre-record a service and post it a bit later. And that's in fact what I'm doing now. I've taken a 2-week break, and this service is a pre-recorded service. But it's no different for you. You're experiencing right now in this particular moment. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're sharing this Shabbat with each other and with me virtually. So right now, let's light the Shabbat candles. On this Shabbat, we create our moment in time. We pause, reflect upon our yesterdays and tomorrows, to renew our ties with family and friends, to restore our energies, to refresh our spirits. As the sun descends and shadows lengthen, the direction of the day gives way to the stillness of night. It's time now for us not to see with our eyes, but with our hearts and our minds. As the day gives way to evening, it's time for us to welcome the Sabbath. The candles stand before us, waiting to be lit. We recall our ancestors as we too seek to dispel the darkness and banish the cold, to bring glowing softness, warmth, and safety into our homes. May the dancing flames of these candles kindle warmth within our hearts, wisdom in our minds, passion in our souls. Baruch ha'or ba'olam, blessed is the light within the world. Baruch ha'or ba'adam, blessed is the light within each person. Baruch ha'or ba'Shabbat, blessed is the light of the Sabbath. At other times, in other places, we may feel fragile and alone, yet here we join together to find strength, to build community as we look with wonder at the universe and seek our place within its vastness. To this place, we come to lengthen our perspective. In this place, we come to question and explore. In this place, we awaken our imaginations. In this place, we draw strength as we allow ourselves to dream. Today, together, we share the challenge of an ever-changing world, a world often beyond our control, incomprehensible and frightening. Together, we seek to find meaning, ease our fears, understand our purpose. Together, we share the burden and the blessing of responsibility. As I mentioned before, I'm taking a bit of a hiatus, a couple-week break, and I pre-recorded this service. There is no conversation that I've inserted. There's no midrash tonight. I just wanted to speak to you for a moment. Glad that you have shared this time with me over the years. Glad that you have found Congregation Beth Adam and find what we're doing here meaningful. Perhaps if you're interested and you want, you can go back in time. Know that you could search our Shabbat archives and look at services that have been posted already. And you can see some of the conversations I've had with so many interesting people who are willing to share their time with me and with us. So I'm glad you're here. I hope that perhaps you too can, at this time as the year is ending, you take a bit of a pause to catch your breath, to refocus a little bit, because indeed this has been a stressful and tiring time. And I hope that the new year, 2024, will be a year of peace, health, of happiness. When we end our high holiday services, we sing a song, may it be a good year, may it be a year of peace, may it be a healthy year. Every time I sing and hear those words, I so want them to be true. I so want the next year to be one that will be better than the year just ending. I do hope that as we enter 2024, it will be a good year and a year of peace for everyone, everywhere. Everything, everywhere comes from one source. Our lives, our life springs from that cause. Each thing, everything is made of the same matter. Our lives, our life is inseparable and of that ground. We are, each of us, uncommon expressions of that source, an intelligence unfolding to live one certain life. Our earth spins through space incredibly alive, and our nature, and for all that lives, is to flourish and then to die, and everything, everywhere must eventually cease. Our life, all life, must return to its field. All of us, each of us, resigns ever so humbly to become again, one again with the earth. We are, every one, a source and a benediction of life. You have some wine or juice. We celebrate the fruit of the vine and the bounty of nature as we lift the cup. For we are part of nature which gave us birth and continues to sustain us. Even as we depend upon nature, so do we influence its course. Through the search for understanding, we've gained the knowledge to shape our world. Guided by the best of human wisdom, the compassion of our spirit, we accept the responsibility which rests upon us. May the taste of the wine upon our lips stir within us a reverence for nature and a respect for human endeavor. Ruchim chachayim ba'olam. Blessed is the life within the world. Ruchim chachayim ba'adam. Blessed is the life within each person. And we say, l'chaim, to life. I'm so glad that we shared this Shabbat together. I look forward to sharing more of these services with you in the weeks and months ahead. I would encourage you to go to bethadam.org, bethadam.org. That's our website, and there you'll find our congregational calendar. You can learn about our hybrid adult education programs, as well as our hybrid Shabbat services, as well as when we're streaming services again. So I hope you join us in the weeks and months ahead. And we close with the words we close with each week. May we know blessings those who are near. May we know blessings those who are far. May the Sabbath bring its goodness to everyone soon, wherever they are. May we know blessings through the day, and may we know blessings through the night. May health be for our children, for all people, and all things soon be right. May we know blessings in our comings, and may we know blessings when we depart. May we live each day with peace and wisdom in each heart. Ken Yehi, Shabbat Shalom.